Nintendo! Yoo-hoo!
Yeah!
Yoo-hoo! Yoo-hoo!
Yeah!
Yoo-hoo!
Yeah!
Okie dokie.
Let's go!
Okie dokie.
Let's go!
actually, let me cut the camera on. Cut the camera, cut the camera. Hey, it's me. Hey, it's me. It's still Friday, technically, so yeah. I made an appearance today. Hmm.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Lucky.
Okie dokie.
Let's go.
'Go ahead and save. Gotta find something a little bit faster paced to play for a bit. Probably none of these. Yes, indeed. I don't know where to get an SMD ROM from. SMD ROM pack. $200 Sega Genesis games. Wow, this person's. I need to figure out where to get all the games from because I don't want to look for a pack and not be able to find .smd files anywhere. So I might as well just get these myself. I guess. I don't understand how I'm just supposed to make websites have files that they don't have. That's okay. Let's see. Get console SMD. Genesis Mega Drive ROM set. It doesn't say what these are. Tell me what these are. Whatever, I'll just download this file and see what happens. Downloading a file very slowly from archive.org. It's all good. They don't have specific formats. They just have the games. They have like all sorts of games, but they're not really like if you're looking for different formats, it's just like nope. Here's all the games. Like if I look for Dreamcast games, they're in I think CHD. All right, let's not do this. Let's go to. I want to play one of those weird ass Nintendo games that's on here. Weird ass Nintendo. Actually, let me give you a great example of the. I really do like what they did with their choices for games. Like, hey, we're gonna add ROMs. Sorry, we're gonna add virtual console games, whatever they call them, classic games. And like, you look at what they launch with, and you're like, Some bold choices. Like I think the Nintendo has. It's not Shadow Man. Nightshade? I think it's called Nightshade. Oh look, there's something new to play. Great. I don't know what they added. I forgot they added this Blaster Master game, and clearly I've loaded it since then because I remember Burger Time being here. Oh, the 2 Zelda games, that's right. This is part of the free service. This was the game right here where I was like, When I look at it now, I'm just, Alone in the Dark, huh? Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare is one of the Game Boy games that you launch your service with. This is a bold choice. I think it's cool. I can respect it. Something different. Cube heads. That's racist. Old cube heads. Dreamland 3, I think, is on Super Nintendo. I had this as a kid. I got this as a present. It wasn't even a present. It was like my aunt was trying to get me. She was learning how to scan, like do ultrasounds, and she needed to like show that she could like find specific veins. And since I was a kid, I was like probably like 8, 9 years old or something at the time. She would pick me up on the weekend, and then she would have like the other students. They would just kind of like use me as like a live like test person, whatever. So they'd put me on that little like gel stuff like all over me, and then look for specific veins, and then I would get free games afterwards. Like I can take this trade. Why is it in color? I didn't ask for this. There's something weird about all these consoles have one thing where I'm like, I don't know. Pocket is probably the one that is the least annoying. Okay, we're gonna load this as a Game Boy game because that is a Game Boy game, and then we're gonna load it with classic feel and see what this looks like. This is back before he had all sorts of cool stuff he could do. He could fly. But I don't think in this one he can steal abilities. I don't know why I wanted Kirby so bad. I don't know where I would have seen Kirby. Like I used to read magazines and stuff all the time, but I don't remember. Like there's some games I remember reading about in magazines, like Mortal Kombat 2 for like the 32X sticks out of my head. Any 32X game actually. But I don't remember reading about Kirby, even in Nintendo Power. I'm sure it was in there. I probably just didn't have the issue. Nintendo Power, back when you get games from news or magazines from newsstands, like that was a rare one to find. Find EGM and whatever else all day, but Nintendo Power, not so much. It's like a subscription only thing. Tough game. Oof. Oof. Almost got me. I like how his animation for walking. Let's see, how many frames is this? It's like 3 frames maybe. Double combo. Oh yeah, EVO is going on this weekend. I watched a little bit of Mortal Kombat at EVO. Just talking to my pal from work, the Mortal Kombat fan, about the game, and he had never heard of EVO. I was like, "You never heard of EVO?" And he's like, no. He's like, what's that? I was like, it's a fighting game. I was like, oh, you're gonna go? I was like, you seriously never heard of EVO? He's like, nah. So like, have you heard of EVO Moment 37? He was like, what's that? I was like, how are you a fan of fighting games and you don't know what EVO Moment 37 is? How was that even possible? Oh, it's so weird. It's so strange. But I showed it to him. He's like, oh man, that's pretty cool. Is that hard to do? And I was like, I need you to look at this video again and notice that the guy is flashing blue because he's having to time all of his parries. It's like, what's a parry? Like, how do you do a parry in that game? It's like a perfect block. I was like, yes, but you have to walk into the attack at the right time. Trying to break down the entire thing. Like, once he saw that, he's like, oh, I get it. So yes, this is part of what people like about Street Fighter. Everybody wants to have their Evo moment 37. Every game wants to give people the opportunity to have that. It doesn't happen, so. Street Fighter's got a bunch of entrants. I think what's funny about Evo this year, if I remember right, is I believe Melty Blood has more competitors than Mortal Kombat does. Well, that's probably because Mortal Kombat 1's around the corner. Hey, boy. What are you doing that for? I don't know why. He's been like all evening. Like, I can hang out with him, I can take him out, whatever, and then he just goes back to, like, notice me. And then I do, and then he wants to bite me. I'm like, I don't want this. Leave me alone. Okay, let's see what this is. Is there motion blur? The blur, one of the things that people that have played an actual Game Boy, it's not the colors. The colors, this is definitely like Game Boy colors. People talk about Game Boy being black and white, like it was not black and white, it was this. It was shades of green. But the blur was real. That's the cool thing to say. Uh-oh. I feel like a lot of times when I hear people talk about Game Boy games, they think about them being in black and white, maybe because a lot of like YouTube channels, like, you know, if I wasn't me, if I was trying to, like, you know, be a person born, I don't know, let's say in like the late 90s, let's say like I was born like, I don't know, 96, 97, and I was into retro games, and I wanted to check out some Game Boy games, I would probably go with black and white, because I'm assuming it's easier for people to look at. But it was never black and white, it was always shades of green. It's really weird. It's not my new shoes, right? Nope, it's old ones. Okay, well, that's this. We'll create a spin point here. I wish you didn't have to go back here to change these settings. This is weird. So if I go into color, I just don't like, I don't know, man. Game Boy Color, it didn't, it looks like this. I don't know, I've never been a big fan of how the Game Boy Color looks. Probably because I didn't have one. I was just jealous. Sure do feel like an idiot. I thought I was invincible. Nope. I don't remember how Kirby works. I remember how Kirby Superstar works. Instead, I had the ability to like shoot out puffs of air. One of the things with Game Boy games is a lot of these games could be incredibly short, and to me, part of that has always been because, like you have to consider battery life with these games. Stop doing it. Stop. 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 No, it's not playtime. It's not playtime. No. 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 Cut out. Oh my goodness. Pee-wee. What? What? What do you want? What do you want? What do you want, buddy? What do you want? What he wants to do is he wants to go outside, he wants to run around and play, but I don't have anywhere to do that at because I don't trust him to not run into the street and just stop. You know, he's big, people drive like crackheads, people have almost hit me walking, so... Cut it out, buddy. Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. Cut it out. Stop. I'm burping. There's a lost girl down at what? What? What's that? What's that, Pee-wee? By the old barn. Fish. This is ow, not a Miami approved joke. It hurt. That's mean. That's mean. Stop. Stop. Nope. 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 Okay. What a jerk. Let's see. Pee-wee. No. 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 Stop. Stop, buddy. I mean, you know about it. Game watch gallery. You're getting kicked out again. You're getting kicked out again, buddy. Let's go. Hang on. Animal cruelty. Let's go. Let's go. No. Animal cruelty. Let's see how long I can keep this up. He has not been out of my room when I've been home in a very long time. Usually because he starts scratching at the door. He's doing now. Yeah. Yeah, you know what was weird about the games they launched with? Is that they had like these here. These are some bangers, man. These are good. Metroid 2? Like, yes. Great. Mario Land 2? Awesome. Tetris? Wario Land 3? Which I... Is that Wario Land 3? It's Wario Land 3. Super Mario World, Super Mario Land 3 is Wario Land. It's very confusing. Anyway, Zelda? But then you get Alone in the Dark. But there's no Mario Land here. So that means later on they're going to be like, hey, guess what game is coming? It's like when they did the DLC characters for Street Fighter, like, guess who's DLC? It's Blanca. And you're like, I figured. I would hope so. Burger Time Deluxe. It's burger time. Nut and donut. This is not as good. It's missing things that I depend on when I play Burger Time. I know it's Burger Time. What is that? It's a chess piece? Oh no, you can see it. Alright, it was there. Got him. Ooh. I got. Yeah, I feel like they were probably trying to appeal to the people that like Donkey Kong 94. This is not that. This is an okay version of Burger Time, I guess. I don't know why I thought that was going to do more than it did. It's an old Burger Time Bonanza over here. Fuck. We're dead. We're dead. Check out Thumper. Loving table tennis. Weird. I thought I had for the quest. Oh no. Your lack of salt shaker powers continues. It doesn't refill. I think in the arcade game it refills between stages. Howdy. Burger. There's no way. There's so many better games in the service. The service for this platform. This is just, again, they have some weird choices here. Like, this isn't bad necessarily. It's just a weird choice. Burger Time, huh? Metroid 2. My damn hand hurts from the dog. It's not the hand that he bit either. I think it's probably from like pushing him off because he would like jump up here and I'd push back this way. So, all right. What is this? Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. Missing Nintendo. There's some games that I have that I always forget because they're somewhere else. What I mean by that is like I'll be looking at the Nintendo collection and I'm like, man, where is this one game at? Then I realize like, oh, it's in like the Castlevania collection that I have instead. So look at all of these games. This right here, this is crazy to me. Double Dragon 3, I don't think they do. Nightshade. They got the ones that matter. I put these in alphabetical order until I gave up. Because these came out. Xevious is a game that it's like 1942. It's a game that I can sit there and play, and every now and then I will play it for too long until I start listening and I'm like, I don't want to hear this music. Let's go. I think the Nintendo version probably has the same song. We'll see. This song. This is the only song in the game. There's not a lot of like variety in this game either. Like at least 1942, I feel like I'm progressing. But in this game, it's just like, nah, just hashtag deal with it. I think the first time I played this, I want to say maybe it was like a Namco museum or something like that, and this was on it, and I was like, what is this? And it was okay. I feel like some of those collections had like games that you can unlock. Like, if you did good, it's like, oh, you get like maybe it wouldn't be a commentary thing, so I wouldn't cared about that back then, but it would be like maybe unlock a special version of Pac-Man, unlock Super Pac-Man or something. Those games are pretty cool. I do miss them. I bought the every time there's a Namco museum, I feel inclined to buy it, and like the one that's on Switch is a bit disappointing. It's really cool. It's got some cool stuff. Like it's got elevator action 1 and 2. I didn't know 2 existed. And there's 3 on the Sega Genesis, but like it's also not great. Like it's only maybe 10 games or something, if I remember right. They put out like a volume 2, which cool. But the problem is that volume 2 is like it's only like Nintendo ports the games. It's like, who is this for? Didn't get that one though, so maybe I'm wrong. Should've just kept going around. You gotta let the boy cry. You gotta let the boy cry. It's so loud. I think in the arcade version, this is a lot easier to see. Again, this is what I was talking about with this game, where like I can only play it for so long because the soundtrack at a certain point starts to really bother me, because it never goes anywhere. It just loops. You hear it and you're like, okay, this is a cool theme. This is a cool start to something, but it never advances. This is it. And then back then, you'd be, you know, if it's not the arcade version, if you're playing the Nintendo version, all you're doing is like, maybe Nintendo Power is running a contest, so you're taking a picture of the screen so you can see your high score, or, you know, making a note of it and trying to show it to one of your friends and try to beat each other's high scores. Different games at different values back then. One of the gold things I remember when I was a kid was if you had a game that had talking, oof, good. That was special. That was why I used to rent Sports Talk Football. I didn't know anything about football, but hearing Joe Montana, Sports Talk Football, whatever the hell it said. So, hearing Kung Fu, hearing that laugh, wah, ah, 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 ah. Believe, something like that. That SOB lived. Never go any faster. Let's pretend we're ever gonna load this again. We'll load it again, I'm sure, at some point, but I'm gonna actually load into the save game for whatever. Balloon Fight Adventures of Lolo. I really appreciate the fact that they put the lost levels in here. I wonder if I can go in here and switch to... Nope. I was thinking they might have the Japanese box art for these games too. This is pretty cool. The fact that they put this on here. This came out on the Wii U, I believe. This is Mother from the Nintendo, which is, of course, is the first Earthbound. It was just it's cool seeing them support it. Like, I don't think it's a great game. I think Earthbound is incredible. Haven't really played Mother 3. Every time I play it, I'm always hoping that one day Nintendo will officially release it so I can play it properly. But that translation pack has been floating around since like the early 2000s, whenever that game came out, like maybe like 2005 or something. So it's been out there, but I just feel wrong playing it. Man, there's so many great games. I wish I had the new Double Dragon. Can't afford it. I could, but I can't. I would definitely regret it later. The end day. Savage war engulfs the world. Civilization is destroyed. Evolution had taken place, the Earth's axis shifted, and all creatures became mutated. Life would never be the same. Those surviving vowed not to repeat their mistakes of the past and erected a great tower in the sky. Sure. To oppress evil forever. 100 years have passed. Most of the Earth has become dominated by mutated creatures. Some pretty good animation. People worked together to rebuild their villages and their lives, but they still lived in fear. As they feared the rebirth of evil, they remembered the construction of the tower and of its consequences once activation had begun. Once evil emerged, would they still stand a chance? There was still one hope. Condition green. Input codename. Codename J. This game came out on, so there's the Nintendo game. I hadn't heard about it until, ROMs. I found out about ROMs in like the late 90s. But then after I found out about ROMs, I think they put this game on a Game Boy or Game Boy Color, like just a different port, like late 90s. Way after the game was like really relevant. Hey, there's a guy coming out of the cave. Oh boy. That's a little girl, but that kind of also resembles a monkey. Which feels pretty bad. The wind here is always cold, but we're used to it. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry I ran from you when we first met. Zebu says he is having a hard time with the windmill guard. He is always sleeping. This is back when RPGs were incredibly basic. I am the village elder. You awoke from inside the cave, didn't you? You were told you would arrive. You are our last hope to defeat evil. Receive this sword to protect you on your quest. This and others like it will guide you. It's bold. They're just like, oh, somebody came out of a cave. That must be the person. QQ, that's a monkey. Why is that monkey in like a bed? Oh boy, did I. You've finally woken. This money is from the wise man Zebu. It's yours. Zebu? I don't know. They say they gave me a sword. Alright. Damn it. That was a tough enemy right there. The way that this attack works reminds me a little bit about 3D Game Heroes, which is a game that I guess people know of. People know that game because it's FromSoft. I know it because when it came out, I was really excited for it because it looked like old Zelda. Again, never finished an old Zelda game until recently. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought that was just gonna transport me into a town. This is the windmill? The fuck is the point of... Oh boy. These ROMs are 16% complete downloading. I don't even know what format they're in because I can't preview the zip. Very annoying. I just had this weird thought. What if I charged up my sword, because this is the Sword of Wind, and then attack that thing? Boy. Okay, there's nothing I can do here. Nothing I can see that I can do here. No clue. Just a second. Okay, I'm here-ish. Here-ish. What are we doing? I guess I just need to explore the world map or something. Dead. Do-do-do-do. Interesting. Okay, well, whatever. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. What is fire and ice? The description for some of these games is just like, it's Nintendo, but it's still just like, man, you could do better. Do a few fights and punch out. What's the code to fight Mr. Dream? Which I can't do to begin with. Somebody out there knows. Is this the same one? I guess not. Oh boy, hang on.